I think Alana and I, and it was just, it's always been sort of like how we feel about each other is like in the show is we loved each other so much and we were growing apart and like we were like acknowledging the show is ending, which is our lives.
Yeah.
And I was going to be across the country. And so was they in the show. It's like happening in the show.
Yeah.
And so like, what do you do when you're like physically can't be with each other, but that happens so much to friendships. And that's
absolutely.
like a thing like that can be like a lovely sad story, like versus like a friends that like rupture and don't work out anymore.
Welcome back to Girls Rewatch, a podcast about girls,
TV, and girls on TV.
I'm Amelia Retaller.
And I'm Evan Lazarus. And today we have the illustrious Abbi, our good friend Abbi on the pod, Abbi Jacobson.
We have the illustrious Abbi Jacobson on the podcast, which, by the way...
No, I want you to leave Abbi in.
Oh, okay, I will.
I think Abbi's important.
Yeah, we're going to be raw and real.
As her good friends, we call her Abbi.
Abbi and me go way back. So she doesn't know about that yet, but I'm going to fill her in.
Right, it's your graduation cap.
Yeah.
Oh, good. This is really, when you were telling Lena Dunham that your mood board had her on it, it's like... That was only like 2 years ago. For Abbi, it's been about a decade.
I've had Abbi on my vision board for over a decade now.
Yes, the graduating class of 2016.
Throwback. Anyways, how are you? Wait, actually, can I just say I'm so grateful for my beautiful life?
No, of course.
I feel so lucky and my heart is so full.
Because you were in Dua Lipa's Instagram carousel.
Because I was in Dua Lipa's Instagram carousel in the same week that I get to talk to my girl.
What's bigger, being in Dua Lipa's Instagram carousel as slide number 8 or seeing Abbi Jacobson on a podcast or talking to her even for podcast?
Abbi.
Oh, I think your priorities are wrong, girl.
Well,
there are 200,000 likes on that carousel.
I don't care about likes. I care about love.
Oh.
But I'm so happy because...
How many boyfriends? Sorry, that's not nice. It's also...
Does anybody want to date me?
Don't turn that question back on me.
Does anybody want to date me or Evan? Sound off in the comments.
That's not our problem.
It's that we don't want to date other people.
It's more, yes, it's a internal conflict thing.
I'm busy with my monthly girl church show.
Yeah. It takes a lot out of you.
It takes a lot out of me.
It's one of the biggest problems with Gen Z is like one project can disrail a whole love life.
If anybody is listening and they live in New York, come to my Williamsburg bar show every month, please.
Come to our bi-weekly,
or come to our free bi-weekly show at Nancy at in Ridgewood.
We're finishing our Watch Abroad City right now.
I know,
about Abbi.
The way we're like putting off watching the finale by like recording all these like special episodes. I don't want her to move to Boulder.
Well, people want to know the girl behind Sujin. You know, that is an important information.
It is.
I know. The thing about the last episode of any TV show,
it's hard to watch. All right. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are like this.
It feels like murder almost.
So many people I know will refuse to watch the end of like The Sopranos or the end of like Grey's Anatomy.
No,
well, Grey's Anatomy doesn't end. Sorry. Terrible example.
Please don't tell me what happens at the end of Scandal. I can't now. For years, I've been trying to avoid that hard truth.
I just remember the series finale of Hannah Montana broke my heart as a kid. Of course.
Well, because children's TV shows, the last episode, they really play it up.
They really know how to make the kids cry.
They know how to make them sad. That way they buy merch.
The amount of Hannah Montana merch I had as a kid.
Yeah, because you saw that finale was heart-wrenching. Only thing that would fill it is like a water bottle and a graphic tee.
I had so many graphic tees. The way I still just wear like a skirt every day like I did as a child. But I switched up the graphic tees with 40 tops.
I hope you don't wear this short of a skirt as a child because that is breaking the 3-finger rule, girl.
Oh, my mom was so strict about that. I only ever had tank tops and I was like, I want spaghetti straps.
Of course.
My mom was like, no.
Angel hair.
So if you're just tuning in and you don't know who Abbi Jacobson is, first of all, what the hell?
There's no information here to find about her.
There's no context clues in the room.
I'm so excited to see what her reaction to her face being 100 times over on here.
Yeah, it's like, well, and by the way, we leave this up full time. But if you don't know who Abbi is, she's the creator and star of Broad City.
It's so funny because what we have here is what she had for Oprah.
Literally. She's our Shania Twain
Yeah,
for
exactly.
real. I can't. Man, I feel like a smoothie.
Man, I feel like a smoothie.
She is one of the broads.
He's one of the broads in Broad City.
And we can't wait to get into the butter with her today. We're so excited to chat. And if we look weird or crazy, just know like 15-year-old me would faint upon knowing about this. So that's why I'm trying to be cool.
I took my confidence pills this morning, so I'm ready. My local gay pharmacy's out of Vyvanse. So
Hell.
I do think that the herbs I took will fix everything.
Herbs will fix everything. And my cold brew from La Colombe that I buy by the bottle, like I buy the big thing.
The concentrate?
I have an espresso maker at my house and every week I buy cold brew. It's like... Anyways, let's get into it. BRB crossed is up, joining us on the couch today, the one and only Abbi Jacobson.
Thank you so much again for doing the pod.
My absolute pleasure.
Also, by the way, like, I'm gonna be cool and lock in, but if I could just take 90 seconds, like, you invented me.
I'm gonna time it, by the way.
Okay.
I was like a Christian.
Let the clock start now.
I was a Christian teen in Texas.
Okay.
And I like was gonna be a youth pastor and married and mom of 10 by like 25. And then I happened upon Broad City and I literally said, oh my God, I didn't know girls could have fun. And I have a photo of you and Alana on my graduation cap. And I didn't even know I wanted to do comedy. I was just like, I want to be a girl in the city. These girls did it. Like, I'm going to move to New York and be abroad. And now I am. And it's like, if I could go back and tell like high school me that you're on the couch right now, I would literally faint.
I mean, that means a lot to me.
Oh.
You're our Amy Poehler. You know what I mean?
That nuts.
Our Shania, our Oprah, our Kelly Ripa.
I've never seen Amelia this excited because usually her voice is very low. So
Yeah,
it's
up a
peaking
whole
for
octave.
today.
I almost never feel any emotions because I'm on so many antidepressants. But I've been like giddy all week, and I'm like, oh, this is what joy is.
The Abbi effect.
The Abbi effect.
Yeah, it's been called that before.
We're just gonna talk like you're not even in the room. It's too hard for us.
It's too hard. No, thank you for being on the pod. You're in town for fun, or you're
I
bicoastal?
live here
Oh,
half the time.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, don't say that.
a huge part of our lives is ever since we
Maybe cut that part.
we'll cut that. Ever since we started Broad City, every day a new person will come up to us and be like, "We saw Abbi," or "We saw Alana on the street."
Really?
Like they report to us.
I live in both. I live in both, which was like always a dream, like my dream.
Yeah.
After I'd been here maybe for 5 years, I was like, to be bicoastal, and now I am, and it is like the best of both. But I kind of am like, wait, I want to be here. Like it's kind of a.
Oh, does it leave you
weird-
with longing?
It does. Every time, like this morning, my wife and I were trying to figure out, like, wait, should we but I want to be here for the fall, but how to split it is often like about work or something. But we have a dog, and so it's like a tricky thing.
Can it fly?
It can fly.
That's gonna
It flies
be
right next to the plane. No, I actually realized in therapy a couple years ago, my parents got divorced when I was 13, and I switched houses every Sunday. And so I'm like very good at living, like I've set up my life truly.
I was gonna say,
In
as
two
a child of
places.
divorce, bicoastal's the dream.
Yeah. And I'm like, so it's kind of natural for me to be like, well, I live here and both.
Yeah.
But
Did you have
yeah.
2 straighteners as a kid?
two hair straighteners.
Yeah, I always had to
No, I
pack
had
mine
a
and bring
whole
it back. I brought it back and forth.
Yeah, I brought a straightener, and I would bring like certain like clothes, like all my like jeans, everything I was like kind of wearing at the time.
Yeah.
Favorite shoes.
More
I would
Madewell
plan. It
jeans.
made me plan ahead really well.
No, not Madewell was like maybe 20s.
Totally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Okay, wait. We're gonna kick off. We're gonna start the episode by asking you the question we ask all our
Oh my
guests.
God.
Okay.
Girl, what girl are you?
This would be a
I
hard
didn't know
one.
that you started with it.
Oh yeah.
I'm answering for Broad City.
The way you laughed, I'm like, that's how she laughs on TV. It's like, so, I'm so done.
Am I answering for Broad City? Or for
Yeah, but you can
girls?
answer for girls too, because
Well-
we kind of know you're probably Abbi. But we were gonna bring it to a larger conversation of like, have you feel like you moved away from Abbi Abrams?
Love that.
Yeah.
On the
Love that.
outline.
Yeah. I would definitely be the Abbi. Because it was so much us like amplifying who we were. I think I'm very different from who I was. I mean, Alana and I started doing this. I met Alana when I was like 22 and she was 18.
Whoa.
I'm 41 now.
Oh my God.
And so we were on we were on an improv team together first for like 2 years.
Of course.
Only 2 women on the team. And then we started doing the web series. So like we started doing the web series when I was like 25. I don't know. I feel so different. I think also we were like amplifying these bits of us and trying to highlight like big emotions and feelings that you feel or that we were feeling like being in New York.
Yeah.
Like really good feelings. Like the bank.
Yeah.
I don't even know, like the bank.
The sequence, the music video.
That was based on, I truly in real life, I did these illustrations for AOL. And while I was working a day job next to Alana, I like truly confused the names because it's deals.
Yeah.
But it was called Life Booker,
Totally.
which was like a Groupon. And Lucia in yellow was like across the room from us. She was a copywriter, and we were like cold callers next to each other. And at night I was like drawing, and I got this AOL gig that was like $5,000, which was like huge.
That's life changing.
You can buy
Life changing.
home.
I was like, this is huge. Like I've never been paid this much for anything. And so that was like when we got years later, when we were writing the show, it was like, what does that feel like?
Yeah.
To have that check. And that's like the
And
Missy Elliott.
it felt like Missy
bank
Elliott.
thing. And then like we did a lot of those, like where you'd like pop back into reality of like the action, but what it really felt like.
Yeah.
And so that's just like an example of like we were trying to like amplify what we felt like in different ways, and like, you know, explore all that and like kind of like mock those feelings sometimes. But I don't know. I don't even think I'm answering.
No,
the
you
question,
answered it.
But
Hey, by the way,
Girl with
perfectly.
girl, you're Abbi.
Abbi.
Well, we always talk about on the podcast like how weird it must be writing for Abbi and Alana, the characters, because they're kind of like really lost and bad at having a job, and you guys were kind of like being CEOs of a Fortune 500, like directing, writing, producing, like truly like being adult as fuck. So it's like it must be weird to be like, Abbi can't even. She's getting fired from Equinox.
Yeah. I think it was also always like, so when the show came out, I was 30. And so we were always sort of like writing about 5 years before. We were like, they were 5 years younger than us.
Yeah.
And so again, like that Equinox thing, I handed out flyers at a fucking Equinox outside of Grand Central to get a free Equinox membership
Totally.
early on. Because why would you not do that?
That's amazing.
Because Equinox was like it.
No, by the way, I joined Equinox
To get to
this
do that.
year,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
huge.
like all my disposable income.
I would like shower there sometimes and like work out just so I could like shower there instead of my apartment.
No, literally.
Anyway, all that stuff was like we were drawing from like way earlier. And so where was I going with this? I'm sorry. I was going somewhere very good. Fuck. Now I lost it with the
We can
Equinox.
probably take it from here. We know the whole story.
So you felt like you were able to like reflect or maybe like take like.
Well, yeah, it was like even though that we were like the season 1, we had a showrunner who like it didn't work out in the middle of toward the end of writing season 1, and then we sort of took over and we hired another writer who had more experience. But anyway, we were like. We had so much creative control, and we were sort of running it, and yet we were writing about how we felt 5 years ago. But also, I think like even in that role, I was like, both of us were still like, it was really stressful and scary, and we were very insecure while being like in control. So it was like, it was very. Meta and not, if that makes sense. Where we like that first season, it was very much like fake it till you make it. We were like, what? We have a TV show. It was also like just such credit to like Comedy Central at the time. They were like giving people like the shows that were on at the same time as us were like very creator driven shows where it was like people who didn't necessarily have shows before, and they were given that creative control to like figure it out and really run with it. And so it was just a lot. Like, I think that insecurity of Abby's is like, I could still write about that.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like, I still have that. Even if like I can also find that confidence, the insecurity kind of doesn't totally go away.
Right.
And the show always read as so original, and I do give it stakes to Comedy Central for really giving you guys the ability and a platform to amplify this really creative voice you guys created for yourself. And it's something that we feel like is always recreated in social media. And we look at Broad City now, it's like almost as like a nexus of what social media kind of like morphed into today, where it's like this really creator first programming, but you guys had such a budget and a way to play in the city. And it's so refreshing to watch. And I hope you take stock in how much people refer to you in their own comedy and what you built, and giving example of Amelia, where you gave people the ability to imagine a world and imagine ability to play in New York City and with their friends. And it's just such a beautiful story you guys told.
Literally.
It feels so, it really does.
That makes me so happy. And I think that's just like the coolest thing that it has. I definitely, first of all, thank you guys for doing this. This is so cool. And like, I feel honored that you've rewatched it. And I don't know, like, just like, it's been inspiring, and I'm sure a lot of other things, but it's just it's very cool to see it be like an influence at all, you know?
I think it's so like, I think millennials were kind of raised in a way that they almost still believed in institutions, or like, or
it's
like,
been like a slow, like, wait.
Yeah, like, it's like, you're not going to help us.
Yes.
But it's like, oh, like everybody used to be like, I'm going to go up the corporate ladder of UCB, or like, I'm going to get right at a late night show. And you guys were like, oh, we're going to make our own institution, which like, for me, like, I never am like, oh, I like want to be a part of this like pre-established thing. I'm like, I want to invent like a girl utopia. And it's like, it's because of Broad City. It was like, oh, like you can make your own thing. Like you can tell people what's funny and they'll follow.
I love that. And I will say, like, we didn't have a choice, kind of.
Totally.
Like, we did that because we weren't really accepted. Like, now we're like, yeah, we both like came up at UCB and we're very much associated with UCB. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's also because of Amy. But like, we were never on those teams. Like, I never got on any of those teams. Like, we did Broad City Live there because we were on TV.
And we always say you're to Michael Jordan because he didn't make his high school basketball team. But then, of course, he went to the NBA.
It's Abbi, Alana, and Michael.
I was like, yeah. I don't know if I would totally compare us to him.
Hey, you don't have to. That's what this podcast is about.
Comedy world. But no, it was like, yeah, we didn't have the option, and it felt very. I think looking back, I feel like, wow, it was very like punk rock. Mm-hmm. I also was like, I worked before this like life booker job. I worked in SEO.
Stop.
Like my search engine optimization.
Of course.
I mean, truly terribly. I was like, I uploaded like the TED Talks.
You had a video production background.
Not really. Like very slightly.
What were you doing on Micah?
I like general fine art, like drawing and painting.
Were you excited? For me, if I had to work in like TED Talk uploading, I'd be like, I get to just watch inspiring stuff all day.
But it was all about like tagging it, like the right keyword.
Oh, yes.
And so when we came out with the web series, it was like, we were like, here we go. And it was like, SEO, Alana, here we go. Like, how do we attack it the way that I was like trying to do it in this like terrible day job?
Totally.
Oh,
yeah.
But that's so cool
we
to know
SEO
about.
Broad City the way we're hashtagging.
Oh, I have.
Was it the meta language?
No.
Oh.
It was like pre that. And I also am so
SEO?
not trained at that. Like I was bad. I like got
How
fired
did
from
they
every
get
job.
You? Yeah.
My roommate at the time, who was sort of
Who?
Melody.
What are you talking about?
She had worked there first as like their assistant. I was working for these like two guys as their assistant, and it turned into like slight SEO work. And then I had another
That's
job
nice.
as SEO. And then most of my day jobs were like anthropology and catering.
Yeah, that was really.
Oh, why
I
does
love
everyone
it.
in New York have that? It's like I worked in UX for a while just because I pretended I could for a week, and then I did it for 2 years.
Ac-
Oh, wow.
I legally can't say it anymore because I got into a lawsuit.
Will you bleep it?
Evan keeps posting the video
it's
of them
twice.
getting laid off on Zoom, and it keeps going viral because they're like, "Oh, it will like grow our following."
So now you're in a lawsuit with them? Or you
Two.
were before?
It's fine. Let's cut to our first break, and when we get back, we're getting into the broad and the butter.
Oh.
All right.
Can you imagine the first thing on its outline is Garrel on North Brother Island?
My God.
Now, okay, there are so many plot lines on here that are like canon brought up to us once a week where it's like Garrel, like I moved here and I had
You
to
moved
get
here because of Garrel.
I moved here and like the entire, can I just say the entire first year that I moved to New York, I was walking around town and anything that happened to me, I was like, this is just like Broad City.
I think a lot of it is like, we're like, it's so ridiculous. And then a lot of it is not.
No, like the way Alana in the House Hunters episode where Alana's on the phone forever and there's like two, like trying to get to the like,
with like the human
returning
being.
the robot.
Yeah.
Or what is it?
remote.
The remote.
The
Yeah.
robot.
The way I've been on like a call that transfers me to another call that transfers
Oh,
me to
yeah.
another call.
Terrible.
It's so bad.
I know.
It's even, that is actually even worse now because it's way more AI. Yeah.
Don't watch me try to get my Vyvanse because it takes years off my life. I've talked to half the medical staff in Manhattan at this point. They'll just transfer you. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Sorry. That's another episode.
No, Garrel. Well, so with the first season, like you had the web series. When you were going to the first season, how did you like map out like, oh, what are we gonna say for this? Amazing question.
Ooh, okay, I'm like, I gotta think back. You know, we had never written TV,
Totally.
you know, so we had done like 35 web episodes and a lot of these hack into Broad Cities, which we continued doing those. Have you ever seen those?
Oh, yeah, all of them.
But sometimes
What are
I
you
feel like
talking
people miss those, the hack into Broad City, which I loved, which was like the series within the series. Anyway, you guys would know.
Oh, we know. You guys are on FaceTime. It's amazing.
Yeah, we're on FaceTime. But how did we figure it out? I think it was, you know, before season 3, it was very much like, there wasn't like a huge arc. There wasn't a lot of growth. It was like more Seinfeld, like
Yeah.
episodic, not a serialized thing. Like there would be like some sort of, you know, like a little bit with Lincoln, just sort of like, I'm trying to even think. I haven't watched it in a second, but there wasn't just like the season wasn't like, oh, we're gonna follow this one story and it's gonna come to this like big conclusion at the end. It was really more about like, how do we really showcase these characters and this ensemble, that the ensemble we were building
Yeah.
for the first time, which is like where we work, what we're gonna see, and I think it was just like, let's make this like the funniest
It's
we can
Right.
make
Yeah.
it.
It's a TV show moment.
Yeah, and I'm like trying to think in season 1, it doesn't. Yeah,
It's just like, it's interesting to us because with girls, Lena Dunham's like first 5 episodes are like the most canon because she was like, I know I want to talk about this, this, and this. And then they like kind of have fun with it. So I'm wondering like from your end, if it's like you're going in the episodes where it's like, I have to talk about this thing and this thing and this thing. And then as seasons went on, you're like, okay, what's next?
we didn't have that. I think it was like when we began writing, Alana and I knew like there were some things we wanted to like do truly just like comedically, like storylines or something. But I mean, that first season, it was just me and Alana, Paul and Lucia, Chris Kelly, Naomi Ekperigin was our writer's assistant.
We're addicted to her.
I mean, one of the funniest human
She's
beings
like
alive.
the best.
Truly. Naomi. And Tammy Sager was there for the first season too. And like it was just crazy. Paul and Lucia and Chris we had known them forever. And so it was like this very small group, and Chris had been on SNL forever, but like we hadn't like, it was all very new for all of us. And so a lot of it is just like from our New York inventory.
Yeah.
And some of it is stuff in the web series that we got to like taste.
Yeah.
And then like, how do we blow that up into like a bigger storyline? But it is, yeah, like we always say, is like they're like up to shenanigans. And it was really like, well, what do we want to show in New York? What do we want to do? I mean, I'm just trying to think of like the finale. That finale.
We're putting off watching it because it makes us too sad.
Main finale. I was just talking about the first season.
Oh.
I will say, like, after the third season, we were like, we're gonna shift it to the fourth season. I think we shot in the winter, so we like pushed everything. Like it was the first 3 seasons, we were truly like, we would like finish editing on a Friday and begin writing on a Monday.
Oh, wow.
Which it was like craziness, like nonstop. Crazy. And Alana and I were like, we are the post. So like, we were just like, we also like didn't really do anything else. Like we didn't do anything else for not that much else for like the whole time we were on Broad City, because it was like just the whole year. But once the third season happened, we were like, we maybe want to see some growth here. We want to shift it a little bit. And so we punted it to winter because we'd always shoot in the summer.
Yeah.
And it was always like hot as fuck. And it was like, that was sort of like kind of part of the storyline in a way. So the fourth and the fifth season are where we really shifted it and wanted more growth from the characters. And after the fourth season, Alana and I both were like, I think that the fifth should be it. And we were contractually like
you were like contracted for 6 and then you're like
contracted for 7.
Wait, so how do you kind of land on like that? Were you just like, this is
how do we land on 7?
Or no,
how do you figure out like at the end, like 5 felt like it was a time to wrap it all up?
I think it was a mix of like we had so many other like writers come in who were like incredible writers and collaborators. Paul and Lucia had like, they were like starting to develop hacks. Like Jen Satsky wrote on the show from 2 to 5 as well. But like it sort of like changed where people weren't in the room all the time, because it was like, we would be like half in LA and all this, like all these, it just became a little bit more fractured sometimes because people were like doing other things. Alana and I weren't really, even though I was actually writing League of Their Own in the 5th season.
No way.
Like at night, I was like sort of doing that at night. But it just sort of was like, this show is, I hope it comes across like the most fun. I have not had as much fun doing anything since. I hope I do at some point. And maybe it's okay if I don't. It was like truly like the most fun making this show. Like our crew was our crew for 5 seasons for the most part. It was just like this lovely thing. Like full of joy. It was really fucking hard, but full of joy. And I think Alana and I both felt like we don't want to get to a point where it doesn't feel like that anymore.
Right.
And we want to end when it's like, we feel like it's still really good. And not that I hope people don't feel like wasn't as good, but I think we were both yearning to like the way that the 4th and 5th start to show growth and change and like become more emotional. We were both like yearning to like write more things like that.
Yeah.
And also yearning to like write other stories that weren't necessarily just like Abbi and Alana, and we're like so associated with these characters, which is like the most incredible thing. And then like this thing that is hard to kind of get out of sometimes.
Because I know in 2019 you were in an interview when you were wrapping up the Broad City, you were mentioning that you felt a little trepidation about people separating you from the character of Abbi later in your career. Do you feel like you've had so many amazing projects since? Do you feel like you've like been able to build that space for yourself?
No.
Really?
I would say like with League, it was still like such a version of me.
It is like Carson is like Abby.
Because it's like it's she's different, but like was still a version of me.
Yeah.
I think I haven't really gotten the opportunity to do something that's farther away from me. And it might just be because I wrote those things.
Totally.
Right.
I could write something that's different for myself, and I probably will have to do that if I wanted to do it. Like I don't feel like the opportunities for me as an actor have been super, excuse the word, broad. They've been pretty specific. Yeah.
I do love like hearing that you guys made the conscious choice to like shift in 4 and 5, because we were so like, as we rewatched the first 3 seasons, we're like, this is so episodic. It's just like fun sketch. And then like season 4 came, and it was like, you can tell so much that the election really got y'all down. Like y'all were so sad in season 4. It was such a shift. And then in season 5, it's so clear that you guys are like, it's time for these girls to grow up.
Yeah.
Like we've just been covering the last.
A real emotional switch.
Yeah.
And it's so poignant. It really is while watching. And to our viewership, it comes from the standpoint of also like you guys got some lashback for having Hillary Clinton on the show,
Yeah.
and a realization in interviews you guys noted that the TV show had been a feminist piece of work, and it was like now you guys are coming to that conclusion. So from our viewership standpoint, it always felt also that was like a large tie-in to why the show became so much more of an arc in the later seasons.
Yeah, I think that all tracks. Yeah, I think it's I think there was a lot in the later season that we were like wanting to hone in on and be more specific about, and just sort of like dive into more than maybe some of the because Hillary was in 3.
Yeah.
End of 3 season. Yeah.
And then it was
Yeah,
like, it was kind of like,
interesting.
you guys did the
Interesting
witches
choices.
episode.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, most recently, the episode where you run into Lucia or Smelly Pussy Donna, and she's like, come to the show. And Alana's like, oh, I'm busy tonight. And you're like, I could go without you. The way I like am sobbing watching it, I'm like, no, they're growing up. They're going to move away. This sucks.
It was really interesting because I went to LA. We like wrote the 5th season partially in LA, and I was like, a lot of our friends, because like a lot of our friends are writers, there was like this big move to LA, and I'd been here since 2006, and Alana was here I think since 2006 too, because she was in college, and I like came here right after college. And anyway, I was like, I think I want to go to LA and see what is happening truly over that, like in 2017. And so I was like there, and that's why we ended up writing out there. And there was like, it was like very meta what was happening with us and the show. So like I was sort of like, I kind of want to be bicoastal and do this. And it's interesting. I haven't rewatched Girls, but if I remember correctly, you didn't ask to compare them, but like,
Please
go there.
I
girl.
love that show, and I can relate to that show in different ways, different friendships, maybe more like my high school friends. Even though I love my high school friends, but like I do not see them as much anymore. But I think Alana and it was just, it's always been sort of like how we feel about each other is like in the show is we loved each other so much, and we were growing apart, and like we were like acknowledging the show is ending, which is our lives.
Yeah.
And I was going to be across the country, and so was they in the show. It's like happening in the show.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so like, what do you do when you're like physically can't be with each other, but that happens so much
It reads.
to friendships. And
Oh,
that's like a thing,
absolutely.
like that can be like a lovely, sad story, like versus like a friends that like rupture and don't work
It
out
feels
anymore.
Totally.
so poignant to today too, where so many women are choosing not even choosing, but they choose themselves, and in choosing themselves, they choose friendship over maybe always chasing their like romantic main relationship of their lives. So for us watching Broad City, it's always felt like a friendship that's just as romantic as any relationship is, of any marriage. Like these two friends who truly have such pure love for each other, to it actually gets to a point where it's like the love has become, I don't think toxic, but like it's both hindered both of their lives so much.
Codependent. Yeah, there's like, that was an important episode.
Yeah, where you guys are on Molly.
Yeah.
And we
have
like
the
conversation.
realize.
Yeah.
Here comes Molly.
Yeah, that we're we realized that we're codependent.
Did you
the
feel,
way I watch it and I'm like, shut up. No, you're not. Keep it together.
Well, did you feel like that was echoing your own lives as well?
No, I think that we had a little bit more independence than they did. For sure, especially at that point. I mean, we spent so much time together, but like we also like socially spent time apart too, almost so that we could like come back and be like, guess what I did? Like we almost needed to experience things to like be able to come back.
You're like, wait, I'm gonna go to
we
this party so I can bring it back to you.
Yeah, and just like that always helped us. Like when we always sat down to write, like the first hour it wasn't wasted because it was like it ended up being the show, but it would just be us like gabbing about the weekend.
That happened to Amelia and I too. Not that, but we were living together for a while and we were doing the podcast together, and it was wonderful, and it's like so exciting to like be in this creative space with someone where like you have a project, it's going well, it's building, and now your whole lives are so bigger because you're like living together, you're doing the podcast together, you're going to so many events together, and you're spending so much time with one another. But we realized like we took some time apart, and Amelia moved to Williamsburg, and like it did bring that like creative
dream come true.
Yeah,
it did. And I think watching Broad City, like that is something, it becomes like almost educational in that part, because Broad City is so led with fun, especially in the first few seasons, and then for it to lead into this moment where like it becomes emotionally heightened. I mean, it also speaks really to your improv background. Like the show itself kind of feels like a herald wrapping up in season 3. Like all the moments are coming together, and you guys so brilliantly, and more than most any show in my mind, have brought so many like continual bits into every single episode. I mean, the
callbacks are undeniable.
Galore.
I think something I find, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to say that. I think, thank you for noticing that, because I think we were never, we never thought we would necessarily get more. And we wanted to like jam pack every episode with like as much as we could, jokes wise, like visual gags wise, like even like our props department and our wardrobe and like production, design, all of that was like, they were so thorough with like all the spaces having so much, like if you look closely, there's like more jokes and things like that. And I guess I don't know, I feel like every season finale we were like, this could be it, so like let's go out hard.
Yeah.
And I noticed that like the season, you guys wrap it so there's like so many metaphors, motifs you guys do in the subway when you end the seasons and start the seasons. Season 3 episode 1, where you guys are going through every single car.
Oh yeah.
And you see the Asian girls that are dressed in the same way that you guys are. And you guys run into them in a froyo place later on.
And then artsy fartsy, they're wearing like, extras are wearing like the gold and blue dresses.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and you guys wear that in a bathroom sequence.
Okay, I have to say this because he brought it up to me last week. John Early, if he watches this, he did punch-ups with us one year. Like we had like incredible punch-up rooms before we would shoot, where like everyone would read all 10 scripts and we would go through, and like people would come in with joke ideas. Truly like some of the comedy world's like finest writers and minds. And we were talking and I was like, oh yeah, remember when you did that? And he was like, oh, I remember. And he was like, I even remember like what made it in. And I was like, what? And he was like, well, and no one's ever said this, but the blue and black, white and gold, blue and black, right? In the bathroom, that was him.
oh my God,
It's
John,
so
shout out.
brilliant.
Shout out, John.
Oh,
That
It was like, that was such a time.
who made those dresses? Do you know?
Stacy.
Oh, Stacey, thank you so
Or
much.
she might
Thank
have,
you,
yeah, because she
Stacey.
had to have made them, because like
Yes.
you can't,
You cannot buy something like
Stacy
that.
Greenbaum.
Shout out. Wait,
She's
okay.
amazing with
Let's go through some of these specific episodes that are culturally canon. So Garrel, that changed lives when you threw the chicken, the rotisserie chicken. Huge. Bed Bath and
punted it.
Huge.
Yeah, punted it. The Bed Bath
Who
and
knew you had
Beyond.
leg strength like that?
I actually feel like it was so funny, but I kind of feel like,
Well,
like
now
I'm
you're
like wasting
vegetarian.
I'm not actually, but it's.
Hey, we're doing the pod. We're
Hey.
interviewing here.
Can you not be crazy?
You are. You're vegetarian.
Well, I met you once when I worked at a vegetarian restaurant. Can I tell you?
Really? Is that why you thought I was vegetarian?
Yeah, but you also like said it on like a late night show.
We noticed your nails. I'm just kidding.
I've never been vegetarian.
Okay, well you
You
were
like pescatarian, maybe?
yeah, you went to this place I used to work called Fresh. I think you were doing promo for I Might Regret This in Toronto. But you walked in and nobody that worked at the place like knew Broad City except me. And I was just like, oh my God. And you were like being so normal and chill. And I was like freaking out. But I was like, can I get a name for the order? And I purposely spelled Abby with a Y. So if you looked at the receipt, you're like, this girl is crazy.
You mean like so it would be clear you didn't know me?
Yeah, because I was like, well, I didn't want to.
But I gotta say, it's interesting you said that. When I go into places where I have to say my name and someone spells it with an I do know that they know me because no one would ever do that.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, well, I don't want to like make it a whole thing. And I also was like consciously being like, I don't want to like say hi to her now. I'm going to wait a few years and talk to her in a different context.
Yeah.
But here we are.
You manifested
It's
this.
so
I
funny
manifested
if you had
this.
done like Abo.
I know. Well, there was,
Hey.
and I was like, this girl is so cool.
Except an episode with Bingo Bronson girl. You broke that honeycomb. That is too much.
That
I still think
honeycomb.
about that. Manuka
That
honey.
was like so fun just to like get to knock over a display like that.
Yeah, and
Whole
at the
Foods.
Gowanus Whole Foods.
Oh, I mean, that was wild. We like could never. There were like people shopping. We had to like. That was so fast. They
you,
couldn't
like-
like shut down the whole
they didn't.
Whole Foods.
You didn't do it before they opened?
I think we maybe started doing that, but like it was not. I felt like people were like, "Come." It was like we were always like that.
So yeah, I was there.
You were there? Oh.
I spelled your name with an I.
The Bed Bath & Beyond coupons never expire.
Wait, who made the Bento Bronson suit? Do we know where that came from?
Stacy.
Shout
Guys,
out, Stacey.
talented
The
woman
wardrobe
alive.
designer makes all the clothes.
We don't know about that stuff.
Well, that was actually Stacey and Angelique, who was our production designer. I think together because they truly had to make like a huge. There's a man in there, like a guy who like operates puppets.
It's
in
got to
the
be
bingo.
a woman.
I think it was a guy.
Totally.
It's got to be a
But
woman.
you know, bingo is Paul W. Downs' voice.
Yes.
that we clocked.
I think it's pitched up, but
The handshake at Bed Bath & Beyond changed my life in high school. I literally would like watch it like on YouTube, the clip, and be like,
Only
nothing's
if I
ever
had
been
a
so.
friend to do a handshake.
that
with.
was probably one of my favorite things. Like that sequence, Lucia directed that. The first one, because we like go back, but that sequence is maybe one of my favorite.
So good.
scenes.
And Alana's like putting on her lipstick, like, okay.
You know, her commentary throughout that is
So funny.
You know, that's because my mom worked at Bed Bath & Beyond
Oh.
when I was in high school, and she had like a bunch of friends there that were like, it was just like such a funny group of like coworkers
Yeah.
that worked at Bed Bath & Beyond, and so that grouping was sort of inspired by that. And then she would give me Bed Bath & Beyond coupons, and in like my second apartment here, I lived in Astoria for a very long time.
No
just like
fucking way.
Abby. And I had a coupon. I had an envelope full of coupons, just like in the show. And my roommate Mike at the time threw them all away.
Oh my God.
And I was like, they never expire. I knew that because my mom worked there.
It's like
Period.
Manuka honey.
And I was also like, you looked through there had to have been like 50 coupons. And I think he looked through all of them.
Are you
Anyway.
sad they shut down? They closed their quarters.
Yeah, it was really a bummer.
The rewatching it, and I'm like, okay, it only technically ended 6 years ago. The way we're studying it,
show?
like it's a period
But it
drama.
feels like it's pre-COVID. It feels like a lot in
It truly feels like a different world.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel that way, of course, per the first watch. But now, as we revisit it, it's so interesting how culture's shifted so fast. Where, because the show is so based in like the satirization of like millennial culture and what was happening at the time, and it's so poignant that it does feel a little bit like the period piece, like Amelia is referring to. Like, there's so many things, like the Bed Bath and Beyond example, but even like down to the way you guys dress, talk, mannerisms, music played, like all of it. It's so crazy because it's so defined in my head, but it does feel like, because it was pre-COVID, it feels like a different world completely.
Yeah.
Do you think New York still has that je ne sais quoi that was captured in the show?
I do still feel that way. I think I definitely feel that way. I think because I go back and forth between LA, where I feel very romantic about New York. I mean, and then also it's like changed so much since COVID, and but I do still really love New York. Like, I feel really alive here and very like fueled up.
Because you guys really captured a city. I mean, even compared to like Sex and the City girls, like other contemporary pieces.
You guys are on the streets
you guys
in ways.
are really on the streets.
We like really wanted to be that way, like very intentionally. And it's so funny. There's like a scene, and there's a scene that we talked about this forever. It was always like on the Google Doc. We like a Google Doc with like ideas. It was every season we talked about this. I feel like it was something Paul or Lucia would always bring up, where you'd like go somewhere, you'd be like, let's meet there, and it's now like it's been like demolished, and it's just like a lot. Like, and you're like, wait, but this thing was just here. That is like more and more, where you're like, wait, huh? This, I swear this was here. Or like now it's like a huge like high rise. Yes. Or
I know
it's really that way.
It is so funny, and like you guys, it captured that so brilliantly.
I hate when I moved here and I was expecting it to be 2015 New York, and it was 2022, and I was like, this isn't what it was like.
Yeah, you haven't. Well, have you watched? You did
Bong?
Initially. No, that's not what I was going to say, but great program.
Great program.
I was going to say the finale. You're delaying watching the finale.
We've seen it, but like to watch it again.
I remember watching it in like the student center of my college on my iPhone the day after it came out, and just sobbing like alone and being like, fuck.
But I feel like the thing we like want the first act or whatever is us pushing this toilet over the bridge.
Don't ruin it, please.
It's not ruining it. But like that is so like the fact, like that's so the show.
You guys be carrying everything, the couch, getting attached to the trucks all the time.
You're the strongest woman alive.
Once.
If there's one
attaching to the truck.
Every time we watch it.
The porter.
The
being
porta
taken
potty.
away in a porta potty. That's like I think I said once that's like a big fear of mine.
And they said let's
or like someone tipping over a fucking porta potty when you're in it. Is that not a
of course
fucking fear?
Well, I don't think that would happen.
It does happen.
It does happen.
Mm-hmm.
To who?
At like festivals.
In
assholes
England.
do that. It's beware.
No,
be
literally.
quick in there.
Okay.
And so I think I mentioned that, and then we're like, well, we're gonna do that. Like we have to like have her taken away, and that I don't know.
Were you in it for real?
No.
Let me imagine, please. Come on.
If there's every single episode.
What's so funny? No,
we
so
filled
funny?
it with actual fecal matter. You never
Just
see
to
it.
make it real.
Just to make it real. I'm in there. Yeah.
You guys are method.
Every episode, it is like, oh my God, Abbi is a physical comedian in a way that is like, people don't talk about it enough. The way you are running around the damn town in these skinny jeans. The parkour, like the way you're on the ground
You're
constantly.
so
You're in the
strong.
sky. Like
I haven't seen that in a while. I forgot about the parkour.
You parkouring and Trey like giving like words of affirmation is so.
You should have been a
so
trainer because
dumb.
the
You should have
feats
been a
that you
trainer.
pull on that show.
Thank you.
Real strength.
Thank
you would
you.
need to have, and it's it really is some of the stuff that holds up most because I mean, from our standpoint, like there's of course there's not a ton of like female comedy that feels like it was stoner forward. It's like physical comedy forward. So much female comedy before then felt very like making fun of femininity. It just doesn't have the same stakes in it. And the amazing part of Broad City is you kind of took like something that was more a masculine approach to comedy, and you did it as women, and it made it so refreshing and so fun to watch. Really. And there's a million examples. It's actually maybe a lot of the show.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Literally. Okay, imagine this is a bullet point. Jeremy pegging episode changed lives, all caps.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was huge. I didn't even know.
Huge.
I didn't know what dildos were at that time. I didn't even know probably about normal sex, and I was just like, wait, I didn't even know girls could even do that. There's
You were 18.
I was a shy Christian. But how did you guys come up with that? I mean, the Jeremy arc is so fun because it's like the idea that you're obsessed with this person, then you actually hang out with them and you're like, ew.
I know. The Jeremy arc, he's named Jeremy because when I worked at this bakery, this like older man named Jeremy used to come in that I was like so smitten with, and he gave me his card to come see him play the piano in a jazz bar.
Oh,
and I was like, Jeremy. And then I never went because I was like so scared. Well, I was like that Abby, and I think he came in with like his child once, and I was like, I can't, like I cannot, I couldn't even attempt. Anyway, so then when we got the show, I was like, Jeremy. And you know, we shot the pilot. We shot like a pilot first, and it was Mark Consuelos as Jeremy.
Oh my God.
And then he couldn't do it because he got the show Alpha Dog maybe at the time. Totally. And so then we cast Steven, who was absolutely incredible, Steven Schneider. And then Mark came back to do the Bitcoin thing later with Alana.
Oh,
so
yeah.
hot.
And that's sort of how Kelly
got into the mix.
I thought you were saying Riverdale. Because he got Riverdale.
No, this was pre-Riverdale. But like that's why Kelly did it, I think. And Kelly is the one who told Mark to do Broad City in the first place. But anyway, I don't even know where the pegging. I don't know where that idea came from, like who brought that into the mix. It was not me. But like I think the feeling that this guy that came into the coffee shop made me feel like I was like a full bumbling idiot anytime he'd come in, like the worst version of myself.
The amount of times people send the gif of you just like he says hi and you just like go vertigo mode.
Yeah. And then like we go into like a Bingo Bronson thing where I'm down, like he made me anything. And we made Jeremy find that charming. You know, I'm like remembering like I'm on like I always am like taking a call or something, right?
Yeah, and you're like
fake call that like
I have diarrhea.
That like those are like my favorite because it's like what are you doing? But anyway, and then it was like, well, what if this guy is actually like the most open, sex positive guy, and like like of course Alana's like gonna peg somebody, but Abbi to peg somebody is also like a shift in confidence and the reversal. And I love that scene so much where Abbi calls Alana and is like, what do I do? And she's like, you wouldn't have called me if like you already know the answer or whatever, which is like such a thing when you call a specific person because you're like, you know what you need to do. You called me because you knew what I would say. And like Steven was like, Steven thought it was like the best like arc. And then it's so, I love the way it like turns out where like I watch the thing, right? And we get in this big fight. And they don't respect his.
Well, he says, were you going to stick that in my butt and think I wouldn't notice?
Yeah,
and you're
right, because
like,
it's not a Shinjo.
Yeah, and
Shinjo.
You're like, yeah, I thought you wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
Like, yes. So good.
Which is so funny because there's so many things that we watch now in retrospect of what Abbi's character is doing. It's like, well, of course she's going to date a woman in the last season.
That is true.
There's so many. I mean, that
was really me being like, this is happening in my real life. So I want to.
Were you like in Broad City and it was like in mid-season that you were like, oh, wait.
We I think we were writing, and I was like, "Oh, I'm queer." Like, and it's so funny because Alana's so queer.
Yeah.
Like, it's so funny. Like
Well, it's just so funny because Alana is bi the whole show, of course,
Yes.
but is dating Lincoln mainly. And then like you're so not being gay at all. And then you're like, so Clea Duvall has entered the chat.
Yeah. I mean, that was just, and that literally what I say in that episode was sort of what happened to me, where maybe I've told this before, but I'll tell it again because I like it. I was turning 30. How old are you guys?
27.
Oh, cool. 27's that was a great year for me. We sold the show.
Okay, so we gotta hurry.
Yeah. No, you're killing it. But when I was turning 30, I made this like pact with myself where I was like, fuck this. Like, if I think I was dating guys only at that point. I was like, if I think a guy's cute, I'm going to ask them out. Why am I like waiting?
Right.
And me asking a guy out doesn't mean I'm in love with him. It just means I'm like, I think you're cute. And so I would truly like, if there was someone I met or like a friend or whatever, I would either text them or say to them like, hey, I think you're so cute. If you ever want to get a drink with me, let's do it. No pressure.
Oh.
And it was like this
That is
shift
so
of
badass.
confidence where I was like, yeah, I'm not obsessed with you. I think you're cute. Let's get a drink and like see. And it actually really worked. And then if someone said no, I also wasn't like crushed because I'm not really in love with them or whatever. So anyway, then I met a woman like when I was 32, and I was like, I remember being like, she's so hot. The only reason I'm not asking her out is because she's a woman. Like, why am I doing that? Like, my whole pact, like, what's going on? And so in the show, I think Abbi says that.
You
like,
say that in the closing scene with Alana, and Alana like falls off the bed.
because it was so like, I actually think like maybe when Alana is not obsessed with me the way Alana is in real life. I think it was more like a big sister thing, not like sexual, but well, she'll say for herself. But I do think when I told her, it was like a whoa, okay, just because like what, like it was sort of like out of nowhere. But I was going through this like big change and still dating guys, but I was like, wait, why did I not know this about myself? I'm literally with like the queerest person who's like shouting caramel and queer from the rooftops, and we're just like writing about this, and like what, it's so weird that I like didn't know this about myself for so long. Anyway, I was like, I want to put exactly this into the show.
It's amazing. I only know about Ellen before.
I think me too.
Yeah, like there was I didn't know, I never heard of the L word. Like I didn't know about anything.
I think I guess I knew about the L word, but like I didn't have those premium cable.
Yeah.
You had Wanda Sykes on the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I definitely knew about people. I knew about people. Yeah.
Did you know about lesbians?
Yeah, I did know, but like I wasn't. I mean, like growing up.
No, of course.
Yeah.
No, like I didn't know.
It was truly like Ellen and Will and Grace.
I literally didn't know girls could kiss like most until I was like 20 probably, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
I always had a thought. I always had a feeling they could.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to talk about Val, your drunk alter ego.
Yeah.
Is this a true thing in your
Well,
life?
it's funny because you said you met the character of Jeremy while he was
at a jazz bar. Is that linked?
Oh no, he was like a jazz pianist.
Oh,
but the piano player in Val Bar is none other than Larry Glazer, Alana's father. Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
is he really playing piano?
No.
Okay.
That's like that track is like playing in the. Actually, it was playing in my
In your head.
ear.
Hashtag,
I don't know how that was I don't know how it was going when we actually shot it, but he's not actually playing.
You could say anything and we couldn't.
I know.
prove you wrong.
Hashtag FOMO. I gave a 10-minute presentation in college on it for my class. And I remember
that's the title of that episode.
Hashtag FOMO. Because you guys keep trying to go to different parties.
Yeah.
It's so funny. The Darcy Alana scene, but also Paul W. Downs being like, and we've got Luna's for the ladies.
Yeah. Because why are they only for women? What is that?
I think they have estrogen in them.
No, that's not real.
I don't think they do. You're gonna get sued again. But Val is based on a real thing in college, actually, with the same guy who threw away all my coupons.
Mike.
We would I just drank. I don't drink that much anymore, but like college, I drank a lot, and in my early 20s here, I drank way more. And I would get blackout drunk, and like Val would come out in Baltimore in college. Like there was one, I mean, is it in Broad City, where I was like in my building trying to get into like the wrong floor apartment for like a very long time with like a friend, and they're like, "This is not your apartment," and I was like, "You don't understand," like just like crazy shit. I mean, I didn't sing
totally,
but I would get blackout.
We want to stop you if you did. I'll tell you that. And
he would call me Val. And then I think the singing was just like, that truly is taken from me loving this video of Judy Garland at like singing that. I'm dressed as Judy Garland.
Yeah. There's
like there's like a performance of her singing that song. It's so fucking good.
We gotta link it.
It's like summer stock. Yeah, you gotta link it.
Yeah.
And it's truly like why I'm dressed like that.
Forget your trouble.
It's so good.
And I did sing that.
My favorite Jewy on this side of St. Louis. I think about that quote
That's
all the time.
because of Judy Garland as well.
Exactly. Well, come on.
Yeah.
Well, she married one Jew one time, right? Who knows?
Well, no, that's her because of St. Louis. Like she was in like some movie.
Is Judy dead?
Yeah.
Old Violet.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, last specific episode I wanted to ask about was
Judy Garland dead. Our next segment.
The season 5, episode 1, IG stories. Abby turns 30.
Yeah.
That
one of my absolute favorites.
That is the most celebrated television episode in my world.
I think that's the funniest episode because it's you capturing the turmoil of turning 30. But the way the lasting impact of that show is like, I'm going to do all of Manhattan in a day. It's so funny. That's the taste that left in everyone's mouth. But
you're crying in the bathroom and it's like, oh, this would be a fun thing.
Deeply sad episode.
Yeah.
To bring so much. But it's very funny. But it's so funny that like the challenge of doing all of Manhattan came from that episode. But it's this really sad story. Or not sad, but it's a woman feeling a lot of trepidation about being 30 and not feeling like she's accomplished enough. The power of TV, the power of good comedy.
It was interesting. We wrote the whole season and we were stuck on that episode. Alana and I feel like we were like alone without our room. And we were like, how do we want to open the last season? Mm-hmm. And I don't think anyone knew it was we knew it was the last season. It was just like, we wanted like every episode to kind of feel like an opener or a finale, but like we really wanted this one to feel special. And came up with this idea partially because friends of ours, I had gone on this birthday party that was truly from the top to the bottom of Manhattan, this walking thing. Our friends, Arthur, I think it was Arthur
Miller. Yeah.
No. Arthur and Dan, have you ever seen the book called Fuds?
No.
Yes.
It's like a comedy book. Wait, now I'm forgetting. This is bad. Our friends. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. But our friends did this birthday party and I went and I didn't go the whole way. I think I was like, I'm going to stop at Columbus Circle. This is like really fucking far. But some of the places we went are truly like one of those like mansions. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was from like us going and I was like, what the fuck is this doing up here? All like a lot of that trip was based on not exact places we stopped, but that was like the drive of like what a fun birthday thing. Mm-hmm. And to what you just said, like the emotional thing, like that was also like we were really we knew where we were going in the 5th season. Abby's really going to make some big changes, so this birthday is going to be super important, and she has so much fun with Alana and doesn't always share what she's really feeling all the time.
The way she gets secretive.
Yeah.
It's really not nice to Alana.
I know.
Well, how did you guys decide to do it through Instagram stories?
I think it was like we were really on them. Like we were really experiencing them. And it was like, this is such a cool way to, maybe not cool, but this is just a way that we're like seeing people's lives more and more at that point. You still are. I'm really trying to not be on social media, but we were just like very present on Instagram, and we were like, what a cool different way of storytelling in TV. And so we had an editor, Nick Paley, who had edited a bunch of episodes prior to this and had expressed to us that he really wanted to direct. And we were like, this is the one for you. And he knocked it out of the park.
It
So
is
this
a
was his
masterpiece.
first directing piece. And then it also let us do like, it let us use all the like fun stuff, like the stickers and the things. And there's just so much, it's so much more expansive in certain ways, because you could do stills and you can like add hats and like cover people. We shot it with like 4 or 5 iPhones. And we were so much more of like a skeleton crew, so we could shoot.
It's your Florida project.
Exactly. We could steal so much coverage and footage.
Yeah.
It was so fun too because of that. Like we're just on the street. People aren't, with the crew that we usually had. Everyone could tell we were shooting something bigger.
Right.
And it's nice because I feel like so much when social media is captured on TV, they lose what like makes it fun, and it's always like used as like always that sequence of like someone FaceTiming their friend, and you can tell it's like 2 different recordings playing at the same time. Like Broad City never had that, and there's so much of those elements of like FaceTime. This episode is really based around Instagram stories. You guys were so easily able to blend all those elements into the show in a fun way, and I think that's why it speaks so well as like this cultural piece, and also because it's such a, I don't want to say casual, but the show, it feels very like fun and playful. So those elements always work so well in the show. So that episode for me is always like, it kind of inspires you to think about art in this like more expansive way. And it allows you to like, how can you play with comedy? How can you keep finding that fun? How can you keep elevating the story and make it feel like so real? So the even the contrast between you turning 30 and Instagram stories at the same time, which are all fun and play, it is.
I mean,
It really
that's one of my
is.
favorite episodes, because it's also, there's so much in there. Like that one I was thinking about last night, actually, because of the Kimmel thing, because there's like a moment where we're like in front of Trump Tower, and that is
Flipping
like,
it off.
and I'm like, I don't even know what would have happened if we were airing right now. It's so like,
Right.
Yes.
Well, and by the way, it's currently going viral on our TikTok.
oh, is
clip.
it?
Yeah.
Yay. I'm not on TikTok.
It's a million comments being like, bring back BC.
But that, and like, even like, that's the episode with the Ass of an Angel, like video, right? Which is so funny to me. I remember, like, if I were to watch it, I would probably cry at that. Because it's like, it's so obscure that is so emotional. Mm-hmm. That a compilation of my ass is like so meaningful.
Yeah. But it is just like, that is the way friends capture their life in real time, or like that is like something like my friends would do. Like that it's just so like, most TV shows I feel like aren't able to like hit on the way we use social media.
Yeah, it's character driven.
Yeah. Well, it's also Alana, like the character, and Alana in real life was like this. Have you met Alana?
No, but we know their Instagram presence.
Yeah. But we like the thing that's very, very true of the dynamic in the show and out of the show is like, Abbi is like the more insecure one, and Alana's got this like bravado confidence, even if she can also be insecure in certain ways. But like, Alana teaches Abbi how to be confident. Yeah. And that was so meta.
Well, diving into your
Did you always
guys'
know you had a good butt?
No.
Or was it the show
Alana
that
told
highlighted
you?
that?
Alana, yeah. So there's like a episode, Fattest Asses. I'm like, what's the title? What could the title be? Where she's like, we're the
Her mind's
hottest.
at work. It's beautiful to watch.
Yeah. She's like, we're the hottest people in this party.
Yeah.
And I think I was always like, are we though? And it's sort of like, yeah, why are we not? Like
Yeah.
Alana, like, even if she also was like, are we though? She was like, no, we are. Like, fuck that. Like, they should be so lucky to be with us. Like that kind of mentality.
Absolutely.
Which is so necessary, I think, to like how to walk through life. You need like the self-worth.
Totally. I mean, in our dynamic, I'm the Abby and Evan's the Alana. I don't know if you could tell.
Yeah.
But it is so much like
Even just hair wise.
Yeah.
My hair used to be straight. Yeah. We are going to do something for the pod.
He used to have an insane black eyeliner like Alana and NYU. When we like I moved here and like was like shy and like I was like I don't deserve anything in this life, or like not just so insecure and not like having the balls to like ask for anything. And Evan is so like, yeah, why can't that be your lives? Or like, why can't whatever? And I feel like so much of the success of like our podcast is just like Evan being like, why not ask that person?
Yeah.
And it's like I've become way more like daring because of my friendship with Evan. So I wonder for you like what it was like working with Alana, who is just so like obsessed with like, I mean, you both just uplift. I mean, we can go into this further, but like the idea of like, we just watched Girls, right? Amazing show.
Yeah.
Those girls are really mean to each other.
Yeah.
And something about Broad City that I think is so unique and rare is like you guys are never mean to each other.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I love that show, and I guess I didn't have friendships quite like that. Like, if I did, we weren't like best friends. Like, the four of them, like those people, I wouldn't hang out with them as much. Whereas, yeah, we were really like, and still are really, really close. And it's, I think showing that, I don't think that was like a thing we were like, we need to show that friends can be like this. It was just sort of like, this is so fun. Let's show this, because it is very specific, the relationship too. And as we got older, you know, our relationship's different now, in like a great way, because we're different now. When I met Alana, we met in an improv practice group.
Yes.
And then we went to McManus that night, and I thought she was Alia for a little while.
Reference the wall.
Because I saw this earlier. And when you're right, they like look alike, but not totally. But I really was like, I didn't know Alia's name.
Right. You're just like that girl from
I was
Community.
like, she's in
No, not Community.
Arrested
Arrested Development.
she's in Arrested Development. And I was like, well, I guess she could be in New York and doing I don't know. And then she started talking about where she was from. And I knew a couple kids from college who were from that town on Long Island. And she knew them. She was like, I know them. They're Elliot's. Like, Elliot knows them because I'm a year younger than Elliot. And I was like, this is not the girl from Arrested Development. But at that drink, the rest of the improv team was like in the back of McManus. We were sitting at the bar. And I remember just being like, this girl is unlike anyone I've ever met. Aww. She is not like my friends from home. She's not like my camp friends. She's not like my college friends. She's like so like bold and like very opinionated and very like spewing things that like were true. And also I was like, wait, like stuff where I was like, hold on, wait, what? Like she was very like ahead of her time and like talking about like, I think I would be more traditional millennial. Alana was like, fuck this institution,
truly.
you know, like all of that. I was like, I feel very like sheltered in my education. Like I feel very like stunted in my like overall education of the world. And Alana was like always ahead of me there. And I was like, whoa, what? Like, yeah. Like, and so that was huge. And then we just like, I think that once we did the web series, I think we saw like the community respond to like that, even though like we did like bicker, there's like a bickering, but there's like a love in there. I think to enter one, like the UCB thing, like we could never make it there. we couldn't get on commercials. We couldn't like, we were like, what is the path here? It didn't feel like I often think about people who were in my improv classes early on. Even like Darcy was like,
well, Darcy was house team, right?
Darcy is one of the funniest human beings alive. Like I will try to work with Darcy for all of time. And Darcy was in like a commercial acting class with me. And Darcy was like the star. Like I don't think anyone in any of my classes would have been like, oh, she's gonna be successful ever. But right. Alana was like, you're the funniest person.
Oh.
And I was like, you're the funniest person. And like, that was like, well, let's just do this. And so that beautiful. Was like,
you did it really well.
And I think Alana felt the same way in classes. She was like, I'm not like the one, I'm not like killing it here. But there was something where we were like, us doing this together, like we can figure this out. I just got a cramp in my leg.
It's a hard couch.
Yeah.
It's really a
no. It's good. But and then like entering. Oh my goodness! Ow.
No, take your time.
I got it.
We're gonna cut to our second break.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh. No, I think like entering like when the show premiered, I cannot imagine like doing that alone. Like having like the fact that we got to do all that together. We were like, we did like late night together. Like one of our first appearances. Speaking of Jimmy Kimmel,
you guys are in the suits.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Honestly, I think this is like brilliant. I forgot if Stacey Greenbaum, who did our wardrobes on Broad City. We were like, we're like season 1. We got like Kimmel, which was huge, and we were like, we want to go as Dumb and Dumber, and that's what those suits are. And top hats, like everything, canes, like it was so dumb, fun. But it was also so fun, and it like cut the like seriousness of it. And I was like, God, I'm doing all this crazy shit. Like we went on fucking Ellen, which was very scary, and I was so happy. We were like, but all of that, like we like presented at the Emmys, like all of that, doing that alone. I can't imagine. Like I got to do it like with Alana, where we were constantly like in the middle, like clocking each other. Okay, and you know, all of it, all the success and all the like really hard moments. Like if we had to like, for instance, like when the initial showrunner didn't work out, it was like I cannot imagine navigating that without Alana. All of it.
That's so, and it's great that a TV show about friendship is also powered by friendship.
Yeah. I mean, did you guys ever get in like big fights or like creative different, like it's just so intense to work with somebody, and like you guys are friends, but then you're also like doing this project, and like there's a lot of pressure on the project. Like how did you guys like work through kind of that pressure cooker?
We didn't ever get in like big fights. I think when like there was definitely like, it definitely got tense because it was just like, we were under so much pressure and like time constraints. Like all 10 episodes were always written in their like umpteenth draft by the time we began shooting, because, and we would obviously have to make changes based on locations or whatever, or casting or whatever, but everything was really as far along as it, like for us to like be in it in that way. So it was just like a lot. Like when, like the hardest part sometimes is navigating other people.
Yeah.
It like truly is like, there's a lot of people all of a sudden like, so the answer to my question is, you know, like everyone's got questions for us, and it's like, just like, there's a lot. And I think we were really good at taking space. Like once, like we would stop like hanging out all the time so that we could like kind of have space from each other, not in a like intentional like get the fuck away from me way. It was just sort of like, we know like we'll have a break over the weekend if there is like any tension or anything, but we never got in any big fights. I mean, I think one of the like smaller fights I remember us getting into is when we write together, Alana likes to type and is like a better typer than I am. And we'd be like next to each other on a laptop. And then I remember like when I did it, she would like be like, I felt like someone was like hovering and micromanaging me, and I'm not like that was like, I was like, then you do like this is not a big fight. That was like the biggest.
Yeah, I cannot type on a keyboard in front of anyone else.
I became very like vulnerable. I was like,
hard
let
to
me
do.
do it. You know?
You're 2-finger typer.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know?
not a 2-finger, but like, you know, she's like, and like very noisy typer.
Totally. It seems performative almost.
Yeah.
I think we should cut to our second break now.
Yeah.
I think we should.
We're going to cut to our second break, and when we get back, we're going to find out Abbi's Broad City moment.
Yeah, now that you're like cool or whatever and like have it all
don't
figured
know
out,
if
is it
that's the
hard
case.
to like get into the mindset of like a girl who's tripping?
No. No, stuff like that happens to me quite a lot.
Okay, cool.
I feel like I still like sort
You
of
still trip.
operate like on a sort of under the radar vibe.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll hold 2 martinis.
I'll hold 2 martinis. Yeah.
I could use a martini. I'll
I
tell
know.
you that.
Right now at 11 a.m. Okay, we're back from the break. Abbi Jacobson. Abbi Jacobson, what is your Broad City moment?
I feel like I had one like yesterday. I have them all the time.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm sorry. I should have
No,
thought of
it's
this
okay.
ahead
Hey.
of time. Have you had?
I got a chase by a homeless man last week, and then I was late to a fashion show / a dog show. That feels pretty Broad
Oh,
City.
I know what fashion show that is. The Rachel Antonoff.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a wild. We met Busy Phillips.
cool.
Oh
She's
my
cool.
god, she is so fun, and she really loves her dog.
Oh, did people bring their dogs?
No, she just.
They talked about them though.
We just
Well,
remember
one
everything
woman
she
did.
said in the 30 seconds we were talking to her. Yeah, I'm constantly having Broad City moments because I keep meeting people that freak me out, and then I'm like, oh my god. And Abby's always acting crazy, like the Kelly Ripa when Shania Twain shows
Oh,
up.
yeah.
So I feel like I'm very much. I
Oh, you mean
these-
meeting people, like famous people?
yeah, or just like interacting with like people I really admire, and then like not being able to be cool about it. I'm such a fangirl. Like that's just part of my story. Yeah.
I hear that.
I met a girl last week. She was studying oyster burps at Rice University, and she came to New York City by herself. Oh, for a weekend, but her she knew one gay guy in the city who ended up abandoning her in a subway line, so she went to a music festival by herself. And then she recognized me from a video where I called myself the Holocaust triple threat. So she's 22 years old. And the guy I was with, who I like have not talked to since, gave me, I thought it was a mint, a Listerine strip. It was a ketamine Zen. So I'm on ketamine as this girl's telling me about oyster burps at Rice University.
Wait, sorry, I'm gonna back up because that's really fucked up that he gave you a strip and
It was
didn't
really loud
say
over
what it
FKA
was.
Twigs. I think he said it, but he said ketamine. I heard Listerine. I go, tastes like iron.
Like a Listerine strip. I wish I had a good one. I need a good
It's
one.
okay.
Let me see. What day is it?
It's Tuesday.
No,
Nope.
it's Wednesday. Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, guys.
It's Tuesday somewhere.
What did I... Okay. Here we go. Like, I'm like, what did I do yesterday? Like, I feel like... I don't know if I have one.
It's okay.
Let's improv
Let's-
one, honestly. Everyone does one line of a scene and we'll build a story. Okay, so...
I was never good at improv. Never good at improv. You know, I took a UCB class and Shannon O'Neill was my teacher, and I was like, that's Bever's sister.
Yeah. Marla Bever.
Marla
Yeah.
Bevers.
She was my improv teacher, too.
Really?
Yeah. A couple times.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
great.
Very talented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. We could do the ones from your memoir. There are plenty of Broad City moments in that one. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, there
You know-
Oh, even the new because you didn't write Long Story Short,
I didn't write
When
long story
which is
short.
fantastic, by the way.
It's really good, right?
Yes. Okay, so the first episode I liked. I was like, okay, how do I feel? Second episode, obsessed.
And it like the going back and forth in time informs you so much about the family. Raphael's pretty brilliant. Do you watch BoJack?
Yeah, huge fan of BoJack.
I need to get into animated TV.
It's the future.
I don't watch that much, but some of them are great and let you like, you know, it makes the world like bigger because it's doesn't have to be so grounded.
It's all about the joke. It's like all about the situation. I mean, I remember finding BoJack in that show. I think anime has actually always kind of been slept on. It like does sell like some really amazing stories in it. But BoJack is one of the first shows you watch. You go, oh, it's awesome that these animated what's it called? How would you say something that's a human but also animal?
Animaltronic?
Nope.
Nope.
But whatever.
I don't know.
These amplified personified animal characters really tell this beautiful tale.
I think you would like BoJack a lot.
You would love it.
I think
If
I
you like
should
Broad
dive
City.
in.
Especially a girl who's on antidepressants. Like you're gonna lock into that.
Oh yeah.
I gotta lock into BoJack.
You gotta lock it.
It's such a fun world. Yeah, but long story short, I'm up to episode 5 now. So funny.
It's really funny.
You're telling some really fun stories on there.
Love
and it's
it.
nice to see the interesting family dynamics going
Yeah.
on there. The whole show. It's a lot of Broad City moments. Yoshi especially is Broad
my
City
God.
moments.
Do you have any shows coming out soon?
That I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm doing a show right now. I can't tell you what it is.
Uh-oh.
Are you bringing back League?
No. No.
I want
they
League
would
to come
never
back,
let me do that.
With Caper Lance character. That is the
I mean,
best.
She's the funniest.
Her little braids.
Shirley.
Carson. It's so good.
She was. I mean, that show was so fun. Yeah, what a bummer.
Yeah. Well,
What a bummer.
Prime is random.
We might do a table read actually.
Chic.
Yeah.
Oh, I love table reads.
Yeah. I have this fellowship program
Yes.
called Prelude.
Yes.
I wasn't going to talk about it, but we might do a league table read to raise some money for the program.
Oh my gosh.
Fun.
That's gonna be huge.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll sell our hats there. We'll raise some money.
It's gonna be on online. So yeah.
I love it. So you are gonna be in a TV show that you can't talk about.
Mm-hmm.
That is gonna be huge for us.
It's
We'll
a
be
good one.
watching.
It's a
Are we gonna
really good
like
one.
it?
Yeah, I'm only in a couple episodes.
Okay. No worries.
I think you're gonna like it.
I'm excited.
Why do I have full body chills?
Would you ever
I'll
do
tell you
another
when we're
Broad City project?
Oh yeah.
We have to ask.
When you're like 60 maybe?
Maybe when we're 60. I don't think we want to do it now. It feels like no. Like
when
I love
you
what
guys
it
did
is.
the Miralax
Oh
commercial.
my god. Truly was not something we were trying to do, obviously, and they approached us fucking brilliant. Like
So good.
Truly.
We
And they
had
were
somebody
like-
on whose friend directed it or created it or something. Yeah.
Like the ad company that like I guess worked with Miralax or whatever, like pitched us and had written like a template. And when it came to us, we were like, this is so funny. And we would have done this in the show.
Yeah.
And then we rewrote it to be what it is. And it was so fun. We had so many people from our original Broad City crew. Stacey did the
Oh my god.
yeah, Angelique did. We shot at Russ and Daughters, which we know them from shooting there.
Yeah.
In that Instagram episode. Yeah, I mean, Miralax was not like necessarily up on my list as to be a spokesperson for.
Totally.
But then when I was talking about it, like when we were considering it, I talked to like some friends and people, and every single person was like, "I love Miralax." Everyone was like, "I use Miralax all the time." I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Okay." It is like kind of an essential thing sometimes.
It's food for creatives.
Yeah, and we were just like, "This is so funny and dumb and right."
It was so golden. I love a
It
good
makes sense
ad.
that we do like a commercial
I
about
think we should
shitting.
keep doing
Yeah.
commercials.
I am
Let's
like,
bring
I
Broad
bet,
City
I
as
bet you got
commercials.
paid as much for that Miralax commercial as you did for like an entire season of Broad City.
Yeah, it was close. Yeah, close call.
Love that ad money.
Listen.
Okay, we have one more
We're gonna move
segment.
to our last segment. Oh no.
I don't want you to go
Oh
though.
no.
We'll go
Okay,
clubbing
I'll
after
stay.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Did you say we'll go cupping?
Oh, clubbing, but also we're going cupping.
Let's go to the club.
I was like, I've never heard anyone say, let's go cupping.
We do those things on the back.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. Is that a group thing? Yeah.
Well, someone needs to light it, you
Yeah.
know? It's like the oxygen out.
Girl, get your Glock. It's rapid fire time. We're going to ask you a series of rapid fire questions. Don't think twice. Are you ready?
Hold on.
Are you?
Wait,
Ooh,
she's
sorry.
not ready.
Do a spit take.
Yeah, ready? Yeah.
On us,
Yeah.
please.
Okay.
Are you a schoolgirl? Or are you gonna get schooled, girl?
That's the question.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get schooled, girl.
Who would you rather have go down on you, Michael Bublé or Janet Jackson?
Janet Jackson.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, or Rihanna?
I think I would say Rihanna.
Who's more New York City, the rats, the roaches, or the bed bugs?
The rats.
Are you proud of when I saw something and said something?
Yeah.
GIF or GIF?
GIF? Is that right?
Fuck, marry, kill. Madonna, Rihanna, or Ilana?
Marry Alana. Fuck Rihanna.
Totally.
Everyone says that.
Everybody ends up killing Madonna.
I'm sorry.
Was anal really on the menu in 2014?
I think.
Yeah.
Who's at
Maybe.
the top of your gross sex list? The grossest person you probably have sex with.
But you invented
Oh.
the game, so.
Oh, I know. I thought you were gonna give me like a multiple choice.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
hard.
It's hard. Do you have?
Good question.
I think
And then
everyone's
it's so hard to
I
like
think everyone's
publicly
hot.
say that.
I have them. I can't say it.
It's
live.
publicly bad. It's like I don't want to shame.
Well,
Oh, I met an author. We met an author. I saw an author do a TED podcast with Dua Lipa, and he's really gross but really hot.
Okay.
I really didn't like that.
He's English.
I of course have like a long-standing crush on Jimmy Fallon, and everybody's mad at me when I bring it up, but I'm like, he's a
He's
sweetheart.
hot.
He's a
It's
sweetheart.
not gross at all. Like someone conventionally
He's not
attractive and
gross.
funny.
Maybe it's just like the age difference, and he's sort of like a little cheese ball. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry, I don't have this one.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's almost impossible to answer as we
Yeah.
ask it out loud.
Abby, you come here and you don't try and find me in flatware.
I'm happy I get that.
Full-time witch or waitress rich?
Full-time witch.
Are macaroons millennial or French?
French.
They're millennial. Sorry.
Are they?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, they're French. Or
Isn't
are they
it?
American?
Wait, this is what we do on the in the
By the
episode.
way,
Is
these
it
are all-
macaron?
Yeah, but these are.
Macaroon is like the Jewish coconut,
Yes.
Oh,
right?
what?
Yes.
Macaron is
Some
the
of
French like weird two cookie on top
It's
of each
Yeah.
other.
more pretty than tasty.
It's not. I don't like the consistency,
Yeah, me either.
but I love a macaroon.
Who doesn't love a good Oh, my mom used to dip them in chocolate on top, and we bring those to
mean,
every single Passover party.
the
Changed my
best.
life growing up.
The best treat.
She's my mother, a goy, but
Oh.
she would make all the Jewish men and women laugh when they tasted her desserts. I'll tell you.
Make them laugh.
With giddy, they were so happy. They're so good.
I thought they were like this isn't Jewish.
It was a kosher chocolate.
And to close out
but
rapid fire time, we are going to present you with iconic duos, and you're going to tell us which one's Abby and which one's Alana.
Okay.
Hannah Horvath and Marnie Michaels.
Hannah's Alana, Marnie's Abby.
Okay.
Do you wait? How do
I
you
agree.
feel?
I agree.
I kind of agree.
Okay, that's like a tough one.
But
No,
Marnie's kind of like Alana in that, I don't know.
No, I actually think she
Marnie
is
feels like
Abby.
more prudish
Yeah.
or something.
But then she's like going for it, but so is
Right.
Abby. So
It's a hard.
women are so complex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deborah Vance and Ava Daniels.
I want to say Ava's Abby, and Deborah is Alana.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would go with that
But
too.
then sort of
That's where my
like
brain is.
like cultural knowledge, I would flip it.
yeah.
But like confidence, power, that feels right.
Yeah.
Wait, Ava does feel Alana though.
Because
No,
she's
I
like
know.
bi,
But
but
like the insecurity feels Abby.
she's trying to please Deborah in a way that where Deborah's
Yeah.
like, woo!
But some of the, I feel like there's like a lineage of like, I feel the connection with the Ava character of like when I feel like she has a lot of moments where she's like, I could see her like falling downstairs. Like
Yes.
she's sort of
Yeah.
like, is like, what are you wearing? Like kind of
Yeah.
She'd
Not as
fall
much
off a boat
anymore.
or something.
In the first season, it's like, what are you wearing? Like, I don't know, a little more like an insecure vibe. Mm-hmm. But I think it's kind of both. I don't know.
She's like fiscally and Alana, socially and Abbi.
Yeah.
Paul W. Downs and Lucia Yellow.
I think. Oh, this is tough because they're so much of both of them is sort of so much of Abbi and Alana. I would say maybe Paul would be Alana, Lucia would be Abbi.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Carson Shaw and Greta Gill.
Carson's
It's
Abbi.
obvious.
That's Alana.
Shira Schwooper and Kendra Hooper.
I would say the same. Shira's probably. Actually,
No, I actually think
I think it might be the other way
Yeah, it
around
is.
for the first time. Shira's
Abbi
Alana.
becomes the Alana.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Abbi becomes an Alana.
Especially, oh my God, I can't get into it. And then last one, being gay and being Jewish. Which
Who's
Abbi,
who?
who's-
I was
yeah.
like, wait. I was like,
Is being gay Abbi or Alana, and is being Jewish more Abbi and Alana? It is so funny that for
well, I guess like, I don't know. I
But
mean,
salt and pepper. We could do that instead.
I mean, I think they're both in both, but I guess more, I don't know. Maybe Abbi more gay now.
totally.
No, literally.
Yeah, like actually.
And that's an amazing note to end the
Yeah.
podcast on.
Abbi more gay now.
It is so funny
More
that
gay
it is
now.
5 seasons of you guys being like, you're
More
not
gay now.
Jewish. Like,
Yeah,
y'all
she's-
don't let that go.
Doesn't let it. She kept being. I mean, that was like an early actual Alana thing. She's like, but
Come on.
what?
I mean, I'm having a hard time over here. You know, the nose. I got mine done though.
Oh my God. Wait, so
I can't. I like don't like that stereotype.
Did
I
Jewish
also
people get their
truly-
nose done or big nose?
people are always telling Evan, you
Do
don't need
Jewish
to get your
people
nose
get their
done.
nose done a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the nose thing of like the that's a Jewish thing. I guess I don't really.
The smallest nose I've ever seen on a Jewish person, you know? So it's like, goes to show. Goes to show.
Who?
It's actually a man.
What?
I love that
Tiny.
you're like tracking smallest noses. A small nose is like another is interesting.
It's the other way
You
around.
don't see a
It's
lot
like a
of
pug.
small
I feel bad. They have a hard time breathing.
Well, so do you.
I can't breathe out of my
There's
nose at
no way to
all.
win.
Well, thank you so much for being on the
Thank
pod.
you for being on the
Thanks for having
podcast.
me.
This is
I
really magic. and
I can't wait
dreams
to
grow.
edit and be
this.
like, girl, be cool.
To me.
To me.
to me. No, I was nervous. I was like, oh gosh, what am I gonna say?
You had.
The way I've been.
You knew so much about that show. That's
I know.
crazy.
I can't believe I still do.
Yeah.
But
Do
it's
you
just
ever?
in there.
Do you ever feel like not really there anymore?
In general?
Mentally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in general. Yeah, where I'm like, at a certain point, I'm guess like this knowledge just like slips away.
Yeah.
But a lot of this is, and I wrote a lot about this in my book. So I like,
Right.
when you write something, it like stays sort of.
No, it does.
In a different way.
That's
Yeah.
like one of those learning tips. If you need to memorize, write
Yep,
it down.
write it down.
Write it down.
Put it
I
to
write
work.
How
lines.
did you
lines
memorize
down
so
a
many
lot.
lines for the show?
Oh my God. You know what? In this show I'm on right now, it's crazy because on Broad City, in hair and makeup, we would have so many lines every day that like I couldn't always learn them the night before.
Well, it's so
Every
many,
day,
by
hair
the
and
way.
makeup. It'd be like, duh, duh, duh. Yeah, it would be a lot.
It is funny that when we watch the show, we're like, this script is so tight, like the way there's momentum
Hey.
and it's like joke, but it is funny that people are like, and they improvise the whole thing.
I really don't like that. It's like we spend months and months
It's
and months
because your
and months.
natural act, like the way you guys are talking feels so natural, so it's actually a secret compliment.
Thank you. I mean,
Yeah.
some of it is. Some of
it's
is improvised. Like there are fun runs for sure. I wonder if you can tell.
Well, there's somewhere you can tell you're laughing.
But couldn't I be laughing at Alana in the show?
Exactly.
And that's okay.
Exactly.
Am I laughing when I'm not supposed to be laughing?
No.
No, there's just like
I think
so
maybe there might
cute.
be a little like like a little smizing.
There's sometimes your mouth goes up a little bit.
You don't cut quick enough, and it's
I
like
know. We had to do it.
I love it.
I love it.
I love
know.
it.
Thank you everyone for tuning into this episode of Girls Rewatch Broad City. Please rate and review this podcast. And our question of the week is being gay and being Jewish. Which one's more Abby? Which one's more Alana? Well,
Don't rate it too hard. Don't rate the episode like too tough.
You
No, I
know,
know.
we have haters on Reddit.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's good. Haters are your motivators.
Yeah.
And also,
Are they?
no.
They kind of bum me out, but
Like haters.
now that I'm on Wellbutrin, I'm like, yes, bring it in. Sorry for bringing up antidepressants so much. LOL. Bye.